All right, guys, so we've talked about, holding the football, putting it in the right spot. We're going to talk about flicking it here in a little bit. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to do the warm-up that I did as an Indianapolis Colt a couple years ago when I first came to the NFL. And the first thing you do is you get in that normal position like we were. Knees are bent, shoulder width apart. Back foot, you're on the ball. You got a good knee bend in that back leg. And you're just throwing. Normal pitch and catch. And it's all about hitting the target, having that receiver put hands up. Change the target. You got 6 inches will make you a star. And what I mean by that is if you have a receiver on a moving route and you throw the pass behind him, let's say 6 inches behind him, now he's got to turn and get upfield and he may get tackled for a 5-yard gain. But if you put out in front like a guy like T.Y. Hilton or Deshaun Jackson and you give them a runner's ball where they can catch it and run, it may be a touchdown. So those 6 inches will make you a star, and that's another reason why you want that receiver to show you hands. So getting back to what we're doing, you want to try to keep that throwing the off elbow as tight as possible, because once that elbow comes up, the defenders like to break on it. So keep that elbow tight. Again, we do about 15 normal pitch and catch throws. Next thing we do, we go into 15 more throws of hips are aligned right with your target. And this is all about your rotation, the trunk of your midsection, getting good rotation, your thoracic spine, which is the upper part of your back. We want to point our off elbow towards the target and then throw. And again, follow through, hit your target, make these things habit, because that's like in any sport, whether you're playing basketball, you're on the golf course, tennis, playing any sport, you need to make these things habit. Because we're creatures of habit, and if you can make it habit and make it muscle memory, you're going to go out in the field and you're going to find success. Because in those moments where all of a sudden things get hectic, you revert back to what you've been doing, and those are the habits that you create on the practice field, outside of what you're already asked to do. So you do 15 throws where your body is facing straight ahead. Now we're going to do 15 throws where your off foot is facing straight ahead. So it's like a right-handed kid doing a left-handed layup. You want to do something different. You want to feel like your balance is off. But playing quarterback, you have to keep great balance. So you want to stay loaded, but you're going to have to throw off a different foot. It's like doing another hand on a layup. Because one thing I've learned is about 90% of throws that a quarterback makes are off balance. They're not on their spot. And what I mean by that is when you drop back and you look downfield, you're going to have to change the pocket, and you're going to have to make the throw. So you need to make those part of your warm-up routine, part of what you do. So again, like I said, so those become muscle memory and habit. So after you do 15 throws with your right foot, or if you're a lefty and you do 15 throws with your left foot forward, then you go back into the normal position and you want to adjust the pocket. So you adjust the pocket, make the throw, and you do a few each way. So you're going to go backwards, you're going to go forwards and throw it. You're going to go to the right, you're going to go forwards, you're going to go backwards, and then you're going to get to the point where you're actually escaping and you're throwing on the run. Because you never know in the course of a game when you're going to have to throw on the run. So you do it to the right, you do it to the left, and you can see when I went to the left, I still got my shoulders around to point them at my target, because then you lose accuracy. So that's what you need to do as part of your warm-up.